Hey everybody, welcome back. I noticed on the last episode that I let everybody know that I fixed the cursor problem where you couldn't see the cursor, and later I realized that you could see the cursor for 3 whole episodes prior. I have no idea why. Maybe I forgot, maybe I even brought it up in those episodes, I don't even remember. Between episodes I went through and dot map a bit more, well, not really dot mapping, more so just naming cities after what I want there. So production and production for these two, because we could use more production cities, and then commerce for that, and that mostly because I don't really have any other use for them. And then there's this one I did not bother naming, because it will never be any good. Also, before I forget, I want to queue up a workboat in there, maybe delay the harbor a little, just because we can do whaling boats now, so I want to get the whales hooked up. Makes people happy, and even more happy with the forum. Alright, so this episode, we're likely not going to war. Who knows, someone might declare war on us, but... Hi. You know what? I'm actually gonna do that.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts.
Right, so I'm probably not going to war with this episode. However, Genghis Khan has proven the world is round. Okay. However, I am going to be getting the economy to be strong again, because once the economy is strong in our country, we're probably going to just dominate. We're pretty powerful, actually. I guess you just keep farming up over there. And finally, we have some people over here, so we can start on making this a proper production area. We could really use more workers, actually. I might want to produce more soon. It's just I'm trying to get universities all over at the moment. Also, I should be looking to trade more of my goods. Celtic Empire's army is about the same as mine. Well, that's not much considering I basically killed off most of my own army recently. You are a commerce city, so yeah, get science going. Gonna be a lot of chopping going on here. Actually, we have plenty of mines there. Probably should have done a windmill. Whatever, we'll survive.
Banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies.
Okay, mercantilism we could get something out of right now. We would lose money, in that we would have no foreign trade routes. Corporations aren't in the game yet, so we don't need to worry about that, but we get a free specialist in every single city, which is really nice. So we could get something out of that, but I'm not terribly convinced it's worth my time at the moment, so I think I'm gonna stay with decentralization for the time being, and tech towards economics for a free market instead. I think I'll do that, and then maybe astronomy after, but philosophy is nice because that leads into nationhood, and nationhood leads into what? Communism? Communism's really good because the Kremlin is really overpowered. Plus, I need to go down that whole route at some point. Yeah, I need the healthiness really badly. I need to go down that route at some point anyway. Because English is a difficult language for me to remember from time to time. Am I still doing Praetorians there? I wasn't even aware I was still doing Praetorians there. Apparently I was. Okay, switch that to education. Anyway, because I really need to get universal suffrage, which is really good. That's with democracy, which requires constitution, which requires nationalism, which requires philosophy. Which means I always end up getting it later than I intend to, because I always forget to get philosophy, because it's never high priority tech for me. And right, that leads into communism much later. I could probably get the free tech from liberalism really easily. I don't think there's even any... Oh, right, you need philosophy. Yeah, we'll do that. I should really go into this more often, just to remind myself the tree and not just what I immediately want. I think I'm gonna go that. And then, for the sake of building up for the next war, we take gunpowder and rifling. I think that looks alright. We can make that work. Okay. Where is enemy? Oh god, it's that again? Okay. And then, was it harbor, yeah. Okay. Forest has grown near Rome. It's not really that near Rome. However, we did get another courthouse done that turn, which is nice. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, I want to replace those probably. Yeah, I want to go replace those. There was a place I had that had some upgrades on the tiles it didn't need. Probably because I took it at some point. I feel like it was probably in this area. Yeah, I want to replace those farms. That was it. Alright, well, we'll start moving some people up there. And these guys can focus on this city for now. Our economy is actually getting decent from all of this. Our sliders are so... Wow. China's really getting wrecked. Our sliders are getting really steep by this point. Mostly just because of the size of the country. So every little nudge on the slider, that's affecting a lot of cottages. Remember, those sliders are just how you divvy up all of the commerce you get per turn. Because these actual coins there, you can... This is what you're putting it into, is these sliders. It's not just direct money you're getting exactly. Any percent that you don't see on the slider there is essentially going straight into money. What I like to do sometimes in the game is more so useful later on, but sometimes what I like to do is I will bring my science up high enough that I'm getting, let's say, here we go. There's a 2 different number difference I can do to get this within 4 turns. Let's say if I'm on the lowest end of that and I'm still going to get that, which is 50 for now. If I were to be gaining money per turn, I would put that extra into espionage instead of money. Unless I want to build up for, like, production, but often by that point I gain so much money anyway that it doesn't really matter. Don't know if that's a good idea, but it's a thing I do sometimes. I haven't, no, I haven't done all the tiles down there yet, right? Because this city's actually got quite a population. In fact, healthiness is becoming an issue in a lot of my cities. Probably because a lot of them don't have aqueducts. I'm gonna have to build theaters in these places to help offset the culture. Because I don't want constant Greek revolts. That would really lower the productivity of the cities. Does this place... Oh, right. It needs the food more right now. What am I thinking? That place is a very low food area. Oh, hi, buddy. You are the worst enemy of Genghis Khan. I don't care about Genghis Khan, so... We don't like you enough. God, jerks. Well, I can tell you they're behind in tech. Because, look at that menu. They have 2 I don't have, and look at the list of over here. Yeah, I think they've been isolated for a while. I mean, maybe not, actually. They might have ships that have met a few people. They don't like Genghis Khan, we know that. So they must have met at least him. Right, can I raise that? Yes. Anything to shave off a turn. As long as we don't go bankrupt in the process. Never know when a random event is going to come up. What am I thinking? I could have done that. That was Persia. Oh, thank you. Corn. Yes. Actually, no, I have corn. What am I thinking? Whatever. I need the healthiness. Right, Persia. Here. Gift. And Greece, you have anything? Not really? No? Okay. Sweet. Still have it at 2 turns. Now, what is the healthiness like here? They are breaking even, so I want a grocer so that they can grow more. Produce wealth. I'm never gonna use that city for anything else anyway. Really? That's in revolt too now? Come on. Right, whatever. I'll send my units over there. And we have another great scientist, so we'll send him back to the capital. We're almost done, finally. Setting up all the old Greek cities. I don't care what you think of the Celts, because you're the next one I conquer. Sure. Pretty sure I already have that, but okay.
Interest is the most powerful force in the universe.
Yeah, I want the free market. So the free market is really nice. Medium upkeep, which is slightly higher. However, extra trade route per city more than offsets that. Really? 2 turns for revolution? Just for me going to free market? Oh, that blows. I'll do it, though. It'll pay off. And I was the first one to it, apparently, because I got a great merchant as well. Usually I like to put the great merchant in a production city just because it gives food. It's my highest production city. Well, I guess I can't check at the moment now, can I? Because everything's going to tell me 0 production, because anarchy. So we wait. I guess there's no harm in putting the great scientist in there right now. Oh, shut up. I'm not helping my enemies. Did that production even go there? I think it didn't because anarchy. That was probably a waste. Really? Another Greek revolt? Oh god, that is the biggest pain in the ass. It's not like I can do anything about it right now. Okay, the money's much better now. Okay. What's our production like? Our highest right now is Cume. Okay, so that's one of our production cities, yeah. So we can send him there. And for the great scientist, just join the city. And we can start messing around with the slider a little bit more. That's still 4. I'll just go at the bottom end of 4. And get a little bit more espionage. Now, I actually forgot to do this much sooner. But, yeah, grab that. Now that I'm going to put a 1 weight to everything, and the way I like to do it is a 3 weight to everyone that I actually want to conquer at some point. I'll put a, I'll never put a 0 weight on anyone. However, if I have a neighbor that's particularly aggressive, I might give them a 4 or a 5 weight. What I'm doing here is I'm telling the AI where to divvy up my espionage points. So I put a very low priority to people who are my vassals because they really can't break away from me at this point. I'd rather put the points into people who I actually need to worry about. I want to know what my vassals are doing, but I really don't care enough that I would rather have the people who are actually a threat. I mean, if I lose seeing what technology Greece or Persia are researching, it's not the end of the world. So, there we go. The only one we don't know for tech is Arabia, which we just met, so that makes sense. China's on civil service, which is quite far behind. Mongolia is on astrology. Or astronomy? Astrology? I never remember which one's which. Astronomy. Astrology is the stupid one. Greece is actually on printing press, which I don't think anyone else has. You know, I actually haven't checked the technology trading in a while. Can trade, won't trade. Wants. Wow, they want a lot. Yeah, I've got a big tech lead. Yay! Extra food. It's one of the only ways to get extra food. Just produced in the city itself. The other main way is one of the corporations. I think it's Sid's Sushi. That one's considered pretty good, if I understand correctly, since it gives whatever city Sid Sushi is in, gets extra food, which is very nice. It's pretty late in the game, but it's nice. Yeah, I think I kind of need to deal with healthiness in a lot of places right now, but I guess they're okay at the moment, right? Yeah, they're okay at the moment. Get some science. You're unhealthy. They're very unhealthy. They need a grocer. Healthy. So, do they already have a barracks? They do. I kind of want a theater there, just to make sure. Nah, I don't think culture's gonna be a problem. The only cities near it are so weak. So... oh, God, should I? I don't even know. Maybe I should just go straight into military with them now. I could just go straight into producing mace men early. You know what? I think I'm gonna go on early trebuchets. Build up for the next war. And did I remember to tell them? No, I want a commerce focus. I'll continue doing that in a second. Yeah, I want to go through and give them all their focuses so I don't need to manually do it. Maybe one day I'll do a crazy, crazy, crazy long playthrough. I haven't been using slavery in a crazy long time. I could very easily use it in places like Persepolis, though, that have very high population. Really should be using it. I will admit I am quite out of practice. Yeah, don't sacrifice 4 people. I don't think that's a wise investment. Really, at this point, I should probably just be gunning for universal suffrage and use money. With how strong the economy is getting and how quickly it's getting strong, I might as well. Okay, yeah. The healthiness, the money, the healthiness. The healthiness is really important because that kind of future-proofs us a little bit.
I have gained this by philosophy, that I do without being commanded what others do only from fear of the law.
Now, I'm trying to think exactly. Local legend. I'm trying to think exactly when do I want to actually go to war. Because I don't know if I really... I'm gonna ignore that for now. I don't know if I really have any preference at the moment towards a later war or a sooner, because at this point, it's looking like China, like, I'm just gonna kick their ass. It might even be my best, it might even be in my best interest to attack them really early, just to make sure that I get the holy cities. In fact, I think down here was a holy city that might have been raised? Didn't they have a holy city down there that I had mapped off? What's the religion one? F5? No. It was F7. Yeah, Confucianism unknown. That used to be Chinese. I think that something happened there. Yeah, our maps are not up to date on that. We do have actually a spy in here somewhere. You. Go check out what the hell's going on over there. Haven't used this spies basically the whole game. But I have them! I hate that I can't drag the map. I just remembered you can't do that. That's one thing that was in Civ 5 that I really liked. Our score is ridiculous right now. It's double the Celts. No, I'm not destroying the evil Chinese yet. I'm not giving you engineering because you're going to use that to help defend yourself. Actually, they have healthiness issues, don't they? Yeah, they do. Oh, there's the capital right there. Their capital is also the capital of Windows. I guess that's quite common, actually.